Ready to dominate at the plate? Blast Baseball is trusted by more major league and college teams than any other hitting solution. The Blast sensor attaches to the knob of any bat, providing real-time feedback with every swing. Go to blastmotion.com and enter code NOWD1 at checkout to save $25. All right, everybody. It is 9 o'clock. Let's get right into it. We do this show every Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Twitter Spaces, or maybe I should say X Spaces. I'm Alan Gay, and this is Now D1 Speaks. Man, I'm telling you, we got a big show tonight. Really excited. We got a 24 uncommitted from North Carolina. It's Chase Jackson. Hey, Chase, are you here?
Yes, sir, I am.
Hey, man, thank you so much for joining us. Really looking forward to tonight. Why don't you kind of go ahead and introduce yourself and maybe tell us where you go to high school, what your graduation year is again, your GPA, and, man, how'd you get into playing baseball?
All right, I can do that right now. Okay, so hi, my name is Chase Jackson. I'm a 2024 grad. My GPA is currently a 3.6, and I go to Providence Day High School. And I also do play on the Charlotte Aggies travel ball team. So, yeah, surprisingly, when I was younger, I played a lot of sports. My three main sports was swimming, baseball, and football. But unfortunately, my mom had breast cancer, so the treatment was hard, and we couldn't do all three. So we had to drop the two, and I continued my passion for baseball.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear about that. How old were you when you ended up kind of dropping football and swimming?
About 10, I would say.
10 years old. Okay, and you're
Yes.
24. So are you
Yes.
You're 17?
Yes, I just turned 17.
Okay, all right. Well, congratulations. And, man, what a fantastic
Thank you.
GPA, that 3.6.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And I got to ask you there, Chase, hey, if you were playing three sports and you had to drop two, was baseball always your true love? Is that why you dropped the other two?
So surprisingly, it was mostly like football at the beginning. And I really played football a lot, I had Pee Wee, all that stuff. But I ended up just liking baseball more. So I just continued playing baseball, and I just fell in love with it ever since then. So
I got you. Hey, my understanding is that you still play a little bit of football now.
I do currently on the football team for Providence Day School. And yeah, I'll tell you, this football stuff is serious in high school. So
It is, man. It's especially serious when you're out there in July. It's probably a little hot.
it is. It's very hot. Yes, sir.
Man, I love that, Chase. That just speaks to the character of who you are, and obviously you're a big-time athlete. So let's kind of turn back here just a little bit to baseball, though. Tell us, where do you play? Like, what positions do you play? Really, what are your strengths? And, man, if there was something that you're just trying to work on, what is it?
So I play first base, third base, and I pitch a little bit too, in case you need me on the mound for a little bit. I think my strengths are I'm a good power bat, and when I hit the ball, it's going to be hit hard regardless. I'm good at moving runners, getting doubles, that's usual with power bats. So my weakness, I would say, is I'm a little passive in the box sometimes. I usually like to see that first pitch so I can time up the pitcher, see what he's coming with. But if that first pitch is good, I need to put my best swing on that. And that's probably the best pitch I'm going to see all at bat, because I'm a bigger guy. So usually it's going to be dirt stuff, like curveballs, sliders, stuff like that. So.
Okay, all right. So I love it. A bigger guy. Give us some measurables. Give us your height and weight.
So I'm 5'10", 220. So
220, man. You are a power bat. No question about it.
yeah.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, when you do jump on the mound, any idea of your velo or anything like that?
I really haven't checked the velo I'm throwing, because I only pitch when we're running out of pitchers, but I'm trying to work on pitching more so I can have that also in my bag. But I'm not really sure how hard I'm pitching so far. I think I did get to 80, I think, but I'm not sure.
Okay. I understand, man. You're not really a pitcher. I got that 100%.
Yeah.
I was just curious. So what's your real love? First base, third base?
Surprisingly, I was a third baseman first. I used to play third base only, but they moved me over there to first base and realized how flexible I am because I could do like a split, like on first base. So they seen that and they were like, "Wow, we need to get you more over there at first base." So now
Hey,
now I play first base more. So
okay, I got you. You know what? I think I actually saw a video of you on Twitter where you were doing a split like that. And again, it just kind of shows what kind of athlete you are.
yes,
So,
sir.
so Chase, hey, if you were playing third base, obviously you're right-handed. Do you bat right or left?
I bat righty, so I'm
Okay.
dominant right both. Yes.
All right. I got you 100%. Hey, everybody that's joining us tonight, thank you so much for being here. We absolutely appreciate it. If you got in late, don't worry about it. We record this space so that we're going to be able to retweet it out later. Hey, tonight we're talking with Chase Jackson. Chase is 24. He's uncommitted. He's out of the state of North Carolina. So, Chase, I got to ask you, man, you've been involved in athletics really your whole life. You've been playing baseball practically your whole life. I mean, how in the world do you stay motivated? And what is it that you're doing to really just to kind of keep getting better?
Well, you kind of have to realize that there's people out there that are better than you, competing harder than you, and working harder than you. And if you keep that in your head, you always got to push to make it to the next level, and you got to be better than the next man that wants it as bad as you. So that's what I believe.
Man, that's a great attitude. And that is so true, man. There's always going to be somebody really better than you that's out there. And that's kind of what you're gauging yourself against. And that's what you're pushing yourself toward. Man, I love that. Absolutely. So let me ask you something. Kind of go back to thinking about your travel ball team, the Charlotte Aggies. Hey, what kind of summer did you guys have?
Oh, we had a pretty good summer. Came short on a couple tournaments, won a couple tournaments. It was good. Perfect game tournaments too. Overall, I think we did pretty well. So it was a fun season
I
too
tell
with
you, I think,
playing with my friends. So,
hey, that's important too, right there. There's no question about it. Those are the kinds of memories that you'll have for a lifetime. Yeah, absolutely. So let me ask you, speaking of memories, I mean, tell us about maybe a particular moment that was very, very memorable to you or a big achievement on the field. And then kind of elaborate just a little bit. Just tell us what did you really learn from it?
all right, so this year, I transferred from my old school at Lake Norman Charter, and I decided to move to Providence Day. It was a long process to get in, but I got in. I got in for academics and baseball, and the most memorable moment I would say was when we made it to the 4A school state championship, and that was like for the first time in like 10 years. So I just learned that when you come across like a group of guys with the same goal and passion, you can get somewhere like you never thought you could get.
Man, I love that. I love that 100%. A couple of things here that you really touched on, and they're big things, I think. So you made a decision to transfer from your sophomore year to your junior year and to go to Providence. And you made specifically the comment that you really transferred for academics and athletics. So Providence Day, big time academic school.
Yes, it's a really hard school, but it's really good.
Okay. All right. I think that's smart right there. You're setting yourself up for success. Hey, you may not have appreciated it, but I think your parents were onto something to get you over there, right?
Oh yeah, my mom's happy that we got over there.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. If your mom's happy, then that means the household's happy. I love that. So, all right. So, talk to me a little bit too about the 4A state championship because anytime you have an opportunity, man, to really go deep in a playoff run, that's special. And then to be able to do it maybe for the first time in a decade, what a run, man. That is just all. And what I really want to know, that team, hey, was it a pretty young team or were there a bunch of seniors on it? I mean, like, so what's the expectation for next year?
It was quite a few seniors on the team, so a lot of people left, but we now have kind of a younger core team, and we have a few guys coming in, so I think we'll still be fine. Yeah, we just got to get the team chemistry together, and we'll be okay.
No question, man. Didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm sitting here
Oh no, you're
thinking, man,
fine.
the expectations are still going to be high, especially after that.
Yes, sir.
No question, man. All right, so you transferred. One of the main reasons really was for academics. So you got to tell me, man, you got that fantastic GPA, 3.6. You're going to a big time school that's really pushing you in the classroom. How do you balance your academics with your athletics?
Well, Providence Day is kind of different from regular high schools. It's like a college in a way. We have different classes every day. So some days I have more time than others, and usually on the days where I have more time, I just choose to try to get all my work done in that one day because the work will pile up if you don't get on top of it. So I think it's good to just knock everything out and then have nothing to do for like the next few days rather than having everything to do on like the last day it's due.
Hey, no question, man. That's great time management right there. There's no reason to procrastinate and then be worrying about it when you should be thinking about playing a baseball game. So I love that. So, all right. So you're not going to the same five, six, seven classes day after day. So generally speaking, are these classes 2 days a week?
Well, it's on a rotation for yes, 2 days, or one day sometimes, depending on what day it is, and sometimes I only have like four classes a day. So
I got you, but you're still taking, 6 or 7 subjects, whatever it is.
yes, yes.
Okay, man, that's really cool. Do you do anything online or is everything physical?
They do have online classes. I didn't sign up for any online classes, but they do have an online class that people take sometimes.
Okay. Man, that's really interesting. I appreciate you going through a little bit of the school history like that. So let me ask you here, Chase. I got to believe, I mean, you made a couple of comments already that you had a good time this summer with because you were with your friends while you were playing and so forth. And then you were speaking about the high school team and just kind of the chemistry and the bond that you have. Or are there any particular players that have really been influential or coaches in your development?
Well, I would like to first mention Kelly Paris, who was my first batting coach. He played with the St. Louis Cardinals and Chicago White Sox, and he unfortunately passed away from cancer a couple years back. So that really hurt me, but he's always with me. I usually write something on my bat or to remember him by. So, and then another person is my dad, who was Coach Jackson, who you recently interviewed. He introduced me to the game and always took time to work with me, whether it was on the field for baseball, football, or just watching me swim. Another coach is Jeff Johnson, who also played professionally with the Yankees. He was my pitching coach, who also helped me with mechanics, learning how to throw right, and work on velo. And the last coach I would like to talk about is Coach Rashad Cunningham, and he owns a batting facility called Gap to Gap Baseball. He has recently helped my swing progress in the short time I've been seeing him. So he's a big help to me too.
Man, I'm so impressed, Chase, that, to be able to go through and really start talking about some men, some coaches in your life that just had such a big impact. And each one of them, just the way you're talking about, high character guys, absolutely knew what they were doing. I mean, how did you, outside of your dad, obviously, Coach Jackson, I mean, how did you come in contact with these three coaches? Like, who did your dad introduce you to Coach Paris, or did you come in contact with him through someone else?
It was just a lot of mutual connections. My dad is really helpful with that too, because he's the one that introduced me to a lot of these people, or I wouldn't have introduced for myself if he didn't help me with that. So
Yeah, sure. Absolutely, man. But I mean, you have absolutely surrounded yourself with top quality people. Do you mind if it's not too personal? I mean, what kind of memorable mementos are you writing on your bat? Kind of just remembering Coach Paris.
I just write his initials on my bat usually, or like in the dirt um, before at bats to usually remember him. Always keep
I
him with
got you.
me.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's really cool. I love that. Hey, again, everyone that's joining us this evening, thank you so much for being here. We absolutely appreciate your support of the show, Now D1 Speaks, but we really appreciate the support for Chase as well. I mentioned earlier that we record this space so that we can retweet it, but we also record it so that we can turn it into a podcast. And that podcast is Now D1 Speaks. And it's on every platform that's out there. I would certainly appreciate it if you're interested in this to go out and find it, subscribe to it, certainly start listening. And if you want to give us a 5-star rating, I absolutely would appreciate it. I'll tell you, our core guests are really uncommitted prospects, and our core listeners and subscribers are coaches. And the reasons that college coaches are listening to a podcast like this is they're really interested in a prospect's makeup. I think that it's a given that if you're going to play college baseball, you got to be able to know how to play college baseball. You got to be good athletic. You're going to be big. You're going to be fast, strong. You're going to know how to play baseball. The question that's always just kind of out there is, what's your makeup? What kind of man are you off the field? What kind of man are you in the classroom? How are you going to be in the community? And this forum really just gives you an opportunity to kind of speak up and say, hey, this is my track record. This is who I am. These are the things that I've already put down. Coach, you're not going to have to worry about me off the field. I'm going to allow you to really focus on baseball activities and winning baseball games. So if you're interested in maybe being a part of this, I would hope that somebody may reach out to me. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at now_D1, and I'd love to be able to figure out a schedule and have you on. Tonight, again, we're talking with 24 uncommitted Chase Jackson. He's out of North Carolina. He's a big-time power bat. He's a first baseman. He's super athletic. He's a football player. He's really been concentrating on baseball. So let me ask you here, Chase. And, it's always the mental piece, too. Do you have anything when you're getting ready for a baseball game? What do you do to mentally kind of flip a switch? Do you have any pregame rituals, or do you have just a particular routine that you like to stick to? What is it that you do to get ready to play?
So usually during game day, first I pray. I always make sure to pray. I do that before every game, before when I wake up, just get that out of the way. And then I usually don't talk much game day because I'm focused on the game, focused on what I'm going to do, focused on my at-bats, all that good stuff. And when I get to the field, I go through my stretching routine, running routine, and then I go through like swing progressions to make sure my swing looks good. And I also go through picks and making sure I'm funneling the ball well with ground balls. And I also listen to music before games to give me the right mindset.
Man, that's a great routine. What kind of music do you usually listen to?
Usually like rap music.
All right.
Mostly what I listen to, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. I tell you, one of the funny things, and I kind of wrote it down when you said it, man. It's just so funny, and I love it. I love that. Hey, man, I love the strength of your character to just come right out and say, I like to pray. But one of the things that was kind of funny, I got to poke you just a little bit. You said, I pray to get it out of the way. I think that's how you put it in the morning. That's funny, man. I wrote that down. I'm going to kind of put that beside my bed. Just pray to get it out of the way. That's good
Yes,
stuff,
sir.
man. No doubt. No doubt. And I tell you, man, it's just, hey, you're already taking a very mature approach. I mean, you've got a definite routine. You just kind of walk straight through it, from the stretching to really focusing to getting yourself dialed in to the ground balls. I mean, it's, you kind of go through your swing progression. I mean, you have a definite routine that you like to do. And those routines are so important, man. It makes you feel comfortable, and it gives you that sense of confidence, and it makes you just comfortable so that when you roll into the game. I got to ask you, though, the way travel ball is and the way tournaments play out and so forth, are you able to really stick to that routine while you're in the travel ball season as well?
Sometimes you have to rush it a little bit, but usually I try to hit every step of that routine. It just makes me feel more comfortable whenever I get into the game.
Yeah, shoot, yeah, man. I understand that 100%. So let's talk about goals just a little bit. You just finished a high school season that was really, really obviously very, very good. It was a big time season, biggest season they've had in a decade. I would assume, your short term goal for next year really is kind of to duplicate what you just did. But talk to us about maybe some personal goals that you may want to do on your own while you're still in high school, and then just a little bit longer. What's your goals maybe over the next 2 to 5 years?
So my short term goals are to work hard, to get better, to develop, and hopefully go to a college to find multiple opportunities and the best opportunity for myself. And my long term goal, I would say, is to get a degree and be a part of a good college program that will see me and will work with me to make me the best player I can be.
Heck yeah. Speaking of getting a degree, have you given any consideration as to what it is that you may major in?
I'm kind of indecisive, so like I'm still looking right now. Really don't know what I want to pursue yet, but I'll figure it out.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. You got plenty of time. Keep your options open. And as long as you're holding that GPA, you're going to have tons of options, I guarantee you. So that's fantastic. So long-term goal, obviously, is to find a school, the right kind of fit. talk to us a little bit about the recruiting process and just kind of where you are in all of that, and also give us a little bit of a feel if you had the perfect environment, what kind of school are you looking for? I mean, do you want like a really big school, or do you want to go away, get out of North Carolina? Just kind of give us a sense of what's a good fit for you.
So yeah, I'm open to be recruited. I really don't have a certain set in stone school I would like to go to. My mom wants me to kind of get away so I can really live college life. Because if I'm still here, she's gonna be wanting to see me every day. You know how it is.
I do
so,
that.
I'm keeping my options open right now. I currently have a few offers, but I really haven't had the opportunity to like visit the colleges because of travel season and high school football. But I'm working on a way to visit them soon. And
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm also working with uncommitted baseball players to help me with my recruiting process.
All right. So, hey, one, I got to congratulate you. Hey, you just made the comment you've got offers. You've got a few. Congratulations. I mean, that is just unbelievable in and of itself. I mean, that right there is just an accomplishment that so many ball players will never achieve, ever. I mean, and I know you respect it and appreciate it, but you have got coaches saying, hey, Chase, you're the right person for us, and this is what we would like to offer. I mean, that's just unbelievable, man. I mean, congratulations. I know you're excited about that, and you're smart in saying, you know what? Let's go and visit the schools. Let's take our time. Let's make it right. Let's go over there and see exactly what it is. Got to make sure it's that right fit. Man, that is awesome. Hey, congratulations, man. And
Thank you.
talk to us just a little bit about Uncommitted Baseball. And I know that's your dad's Coach Jackson, but man, I tell you, they got such a big time reputation, and they are just doing so well. And your dad has helped a lot of kids get to the next level. I've seen the number. I think he's helped like over 150 guys get on to the next level. But just give us your sense. What is the program all about? What is it like to participate with the other guys on the team? And where do you really see maybe uncommitted baseball going next year?
Yes, sir. I see everything. I see how passionate he is about this, how he works with the kids, how he makes sure the kids who fall through the cracks get another look. Um, I think he's really special because he doesn't really like pick and choose certain kids. He works with them all the same, and he shows the compassion and the effort for all the kids. And I believe Uncommitted is really gonna blow up because of the way he cares about this and cares about the kids he works with. He really makes those connections with the kids, so it's something special.
Yeah, I think you're right, man. I think you're absolutely right. I think that there's a big future there. And there's a big future for you, Chase, man. I've really had a good time tonight, man, all the way around. I mean, you're just a top quality person all the way. I had the opportunity to talk with a major league scout. We interviewed him, and he made just an unbelievable comment. And he was talking about makeup, and he kind of got past the ability piece, like everybody has ability. And he just started talking about what a person's makeup is. And he was like, one of the most important things is a prospect's just got to be a good, and he said, human. You just got to be a good human. And man, Chase, I got to tell you, the whole time I've been talking with you tonight, that phrase just keeps running through my mind. You're just a good human. You've really got great people around you. You got fantastic family support. You put in a ton of work in school, and that's paying. And you're putting yourself in a position where you've really gone to a difficult school, and you are still succeeding. You're succeeding on the field as well. You're getting noticed by college coaches. You're getting offers. I tell you what, man, you and your parents are going to have some big time decisions here to probably be making over the next few months to a year as to what your future is going to be. And that is so exciting to know you are just absolutely on the doorstep of the rest of your life, man. And congratulations. This is what all that hard, I think you said it earlier of talking about the classes, instead of letting everything pile up and try to do it at the last minute, you're just getting it done as it comes along. And this is why it pays off for having that kind of attitude, man. Congratulations. I mean, you put yourself in a position to really succeed. It's been a fun night.
Yes, sir. Thank
Oh,
you.
heck yeah, man. I hope you've enjoyed tonight as well.
I have.
Awesome.
It's been a fun time.
Definitely. Hey, let's kind of wrap it up with one thing here and maybe give some advice to the younger generation. You know, some kids coming up, maybe some big time athletes that are on the little league field, and they're feeling like they're pretty good ball players and they want to be good ball players for a long time. Well, what kind of advice would you give them?
So I would tell them there's a lot of ups and downs in the game of baseball. And the harsh reality of it is it doesn't get any easier as time progresses and you get older. You're always going to have to work no matter what circumstance it is. Hot or cold weather, you gotta work if you want to be better than the next person. And also, don't let a coach define what caliber of player you are. I believe some coaches don't really have faith in you just based on how you look, how you play, or they just don't know if you're going to be just 10 times better in the future. Just don't give up on the sport if you really love it. And you have to be mentally strong to play the game of baseball. It's not just going to be good all the time. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have terrible days, but you just got to bounce back. That's what I believe.
Yeah, I can tell, man. It sounds like you definitely believe that. No question about it. I love that about the coaches maybe not having confidence in yourself. I love that because I'm sitting here thinking the most important person you can bet on is yourself. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
No question about it. And even if you're thinking a coach maybe doesn't have confidence in you, there's always something you could learn from a coach. But man, bet on yourself. What great advice you gave all the way around. I love that. Hey, again,
Thank you.
yeah, Sheets, yeah. Everyone that has joined, thank you very, very much. And I will tell you that tomorrow night, we've got Coach Cunningham coming on. He's from Voorhees University. And I can't say enough good things about Coach Cunningham. I mean, he's a young coach. He's an exciting coach. I mean, he and Coach O'Neill, the head coach there, have really kind of turned the corner with Voorhees. They've got them going in the right direction. If I'm an uncommitted prospect out there, I'm definitely tuning in tomorrow night because I want to hear what it is that Coach Cunningham is selling because I think he's selling something that's pretty good. Hey, again, Chase, man, thank you so much for being a part of this show. I absolutely enjoyed this evening.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It means a lot.
Thank you. Hey, guys, we're going to end it here for tonight. So good night.
Hey, let me ask you something. Are you ready to dominate at the plate this season? Blast Baseball is the #1 hitting improvement solution, trusted by more major league, college, and travel ball teams than any other. The Blast sensor attaches to the knob of any bat, providing real-time feedback with every swing. Metrics are automatically sent to a smartphone app, generating insights that allow you to analyze and improve your hitting like never before. Go to blastmotion.com and enter code NOWD1 and you will save $25 at checkout. Unlock your potential with Blast.